What's up, guys? Big Clyde 34 coming at you today with Cars and Clyde. What's the intro again?
The antidote for your automotive hangover.
You know it better than I do. What's up, guys? Big Clyde 34 coming at you today with Cars and Clyde, the antidote for your automotive hangover. Coming at you every Monday at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on the dot today. And today, I get this question all the time. What cameras do you use to capture your footage, and what would you recommend for me? And I'm in XYZ position. I want to do this and that. So today, I'm going to be talking not only about all of the cameras that I have and the accessories and all the stuff, cool little things. There's a lot of little tips and tricks you pick up along the way to stuff you can use. I'll also be talking about the hardware, the computer, the software, everything. So, and I'm going to make a couple recommendations to people who are kind of just getting rolling, people who are like a little bit intermediate. As far as my opinion goes, you know, I'm only so good at this myself. I kind of just point and shoot a lot of the time. So I'm going to try though. So here we go. First and foremost, the camera that this is being shot from is a Canon G30. This is one of my most recent pickups. The first one I probably got a little bit over a year ago. The second one probably a couple months later. These things retail for roughly $1,200. They're basically the top of the line as far as consumer camcorders go. At least when I bought them, they were. I'm not sure if they still cost that much or if they're still the best that there is for consumer camcorders. When I bought these, my thought was a couple things. One, I want high quality 1080. Don't necessarily need 4K because YouTube doesn't support it yet and still kind of only supports it. There's not really that many 4K screens out there either. So I wanted a 1080, I wanted good low light, and I wanted something that wasn't $5,000. So what I ended up with was the Canon G30, which does a pretty good job. It still has focusing issues here and there. If you play around with the manual settings, you can kind of get it worked out, but when you're doing action shots, it kind of sucks sometimes to have to work with it. So that would be my only complaint on these. They do pretty good in the low light. I wouldn't necessarily recommend buying a G30 if you're tight on cash. Like if you can only buy a G30 and nothing else, I wouldn't do it. Before I had these, I had a Sony, I don't remember what it was. It was like $250, which didn't buy you very much camera at the time. I still managed to get through the bulk of, you know, building up the following for this channel using a $250 Sony. And now, what I would recommend for you if you're just first getting into this, I would either buy something for around that price range because you can get a really good camera for $200–300 now. Or maybe if you have a little bit more money, buy two of them and get separate angles of the same event. That's probably my biggest thing, is having more angles of the same thing makes it more interesting to watch. So I would recommend doing that. Again, that's why I got two of these, the one that's being filmed from and this one. So yeah, that's that. But yeah, $200–300 can buy you a good camera these days. And then figure out what you need. I might not even necessarily need these, but you know, since I do this for a living, I figured I might as well ball out and just get what I wanted. So in addition to these cameras, as you can see on the top here, you have this little mount for a microphone. I'm not going to go into complete detail on a review of this thing, but I do run a Shure lens hopper. I don't remember the model number. I'll put a clip of it in here and the model number and such. But yeah, if you're going to be recording voice, you want to get a high quality microphone, in my opinion at least, so that it's not annoying, you don't have background noise and stuff like that, and you can get a high quality, crisp, clear sound, at least when you figure out how to use the microphone. That should be a priority if you're getting any camera. I mean, it might be a good idea to do, even if you're not doing voice. So anyway, that's my main cameras. I guess just a couple accessories here. We have these external battery chargers. I got a ton of batteries that I lose all the time because I just kind of leave my shit everywhere, but yeah, and then the original chargers that they came with, etc. So moving on to the next cameras. These are two little Sony, what are the model numbers? HDR AZ1s. People think that I use GoPros. I kind of got sick of GoPro because I had a Hero 3. The battery sucked. Half the time the shot didn't come out right because, you know, the battery would die or it would be in the wrong mode. These are simple. They're $150. You could buy four of them for the price of, or three of them for the price of one GoPro. But I bought two, $300. Can't really go wrong. If one falls off of a car and breaks, it's $150 instead of $400. And And I think by the time it ends up on YouTube, it looks about the same as a GoPro anyway, if not better. With all the compression, it's going to come out about the same. So I really enjoy these Sonys. I might be picking up some more in the future. My buddy actually is upgrading, and I might steal some of his old ones pretty cheap. But in terms of cameras, the last two, I do have a Canon G30. Canon G30, that's not this. This is a T3i. This was good for some slider shots. It takes a while to set up, again, with all the action shots, having to get from place to place real quick and lug all kinds of stuff around. Sometimes it's not realistic to use like a slider and a tripod, so this doesn't really get much use. I don't take very many stills, so it is what it is. It's a good camera if you want to do like slider shots of a car sitting still or something like that. If you want to mount it up on a stabilizer or a tripod or whatever, and now there's a cat in the shot. Oh, you got to go down. But yeah, if you want to mount this up on something, you have the ability to, you know, put it on a tripod. Then these are really good to shoot with as well. But I never really got all that into the DSLRs. Last camera that I have, that I remember at least for now, is the 360 Fly 360 camera. I did a complete review on this. Again, these things are still kind of new. This was the first one to hit the market, and I was like, holy shit, that's cool, I should buy one. And then I bought one and I used it twice, and I was like, holy shit, this is like kind of a gimmick. So 400 bucks. I wouldn't recommend picking one of those up if that's your only camera. That'd probably be a really bad idea. But if you want something just for fun, you're gonna put videos on Facebook, like who the hell cares? Just grab one of those. And then kind of just some of the accessories. These are like the best thing ever. I actually got these in my stocking for Christmas one year. Just lens wipes. This is probably my biggest savior. They're Zeiss lens cleaning wipes. I'm sure you can get them from whatever company. $2 or $3. I've screwed up a lens before, and it's expensive to get fixed, so I clean off my lenses all the time. You can buy a pack of those for like $7 for like 100, 200 of them. So why not pick those up, you know? Just clean off your lenses, keep the shot clean, keep the rubber off your lenses, and keep it rolling. So other accessories I have isn't really that much. I mean, I keep one of these memory card wallets because I lose those shits all the time. To edit stuff, I just have a MacBook Pro 15. I wanted the best computer that I could get, and I like Mac products to match my Starbucks. You guys know I drink Dunkin' Donuts, but Mac and Starbucks kind of go together, so LOL. But yeah, I use that. I have the Adobe suite. I use Premiere Pro to edit videos, Photoshop obviously for thumbnails and stuff like that, but mostly Premiere Pro. It's easy to pick up. People ask me all the time what I edit with. That's what I edit with. If you watch their tutorials online, you can get the basic functions and then kind of figure out what you want to do and YouTube that shit and figure out other things to do, and it's easy for blurring plates and faces and stuff like that. Whew. And then last on the list, we have this bag. This was a Christmas present. These things are actually pretty expensive. It's called a company called Tenba. I don't really know who they are, but the bag is very nice. And here you see there's like about 1 billion places to store things. You could fit your, you know, whatever power inverter up here so I can charge in the truck. I have another power inverter that's beefier than that, but it's just one of them. And then inside there's a bunch of compartments. Store the cameras, store the chargers, store your leftover trash and dried out camera wipes. And yeah, so that's about it. That's what I use to operate the whole YouTube channel. And like I said, if you're just starting and this is overwhelming the shit out of you, you don't need to do all this. Just, you know, I would start out with one decent camera around $200 or $300. Try and add a second one maybe as soon as you can. If you can, you know, if you're filming cars and you can afford to bring somebody with you or someone wants to come with you, or even if you're filming yourself and you can get 2 different camera angles and just switch off in between them, that's pretty cool. And then once you figure out what you need, you go out there and search for that. You don't necessarily want to go out and just buy the best camera and, you know, not know how to use it and stuff like that. So that's about as deep into this as I am. People think I have this grand majestic setup, but really I just work out of this bag, you know, simple laptop, and that's about it. So so thanks for watching. That is my camera setup. So now you know, I kind of broke down the fourth wall. And you know what I'm filming with, you know what's happening behind the scenes here a little bit. This has been Cars and Clyde. We'll be back with this series talking about more car related stuff next Monday at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Between now and then, we literally just got back from Atlanta last night from Streetcar Takeover. Those videos will be up all this week. Still working on LS Fest videos. there's like a giant stockpile of videos that I have to get through, so I'm excited to bring those to you guys, see what you think of them. Leave a comment below saying what you thought of this, what you want to see in the future. Like it up, I appreciate it. If you're new, subscribe button's down there too, just saying. And see you guys next week. It's about all I got for you today. Let me know if you have any questions, what you think of this setup, if you have any suggestions for me, and what you think would be cool to add to this. I don't have any money left over, so if you say expensive shit, it's just not happening. But that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Later.